Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store. Between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Bust through the tackle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
There to stop him, Jawan Bentley. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He completes it to Henry. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A gain there of 21 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34.
We always talk about the guy that paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Edmonds. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Fights loose, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Jones. That is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they go play action now. Burrow. Able to find Higgins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Burrow will throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he'll just get rid of it. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He's to the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Edmonds. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 39, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Play action. It's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing on first down. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jones now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack on first down, Jones incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Credit that break up to Greedy Williams. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Jones. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 2nd and inches, Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Burrow on first down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
They go play action with Burrow. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Jones throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, it's Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Pittman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. The quarterback set up a tent, could have roasted some marshmallows back there. He had all time to throw. Great job protecting it.
Can you have s'mores, too?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's how much time he had. Pick your menu. But the beauty of that play was the sense you got watching the offensive line. They could have rushed 4, 5, 6, 7, and it felt like he would have been protected.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Big hold to the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Edmonds, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A gain there of 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And this is caught at the 8. And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against convention.
Touchdown, Bengals! Drew Sample, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Jones on first down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. 3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. New England on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They'll look to throw again. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Jones. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones got the connection here to Bourne. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. forced a fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Here we go. Ready? We got three, fellas, we got three. Take four.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving.